In the bottom left corner from Team MVP, it is Galaxy, playing under the barcode name. Now, if you haven't seen the Korean ladder, Ben, the top, like 100, has like 90 barcodes, and they're Zergs. So I don't know which account it is.
They're all Galaxy.
They're all Galaxy. That's right. We didn't actually do this prediction because we didn't know we were coming in. But Ben, if you had to pick one person,
yeah, we didn't make an official prediction for this, but I want Puma to win. I'm going to pick Puma to win, even though I know it's going to be tough. Certainly when he's recovering from eye surgery, guys. But I do believe in the NASL Season 1 and 2 champion. I do believe in the legacy of the Puma, as Apollo likes to say.
Apollo does say things kind of weird sometimes. Or maybe we're the ones who say weird things and he's the normal one.
No, it's him, the weird one.
What? Huh? Where am I going with? Oh, who am I predicting? That's right. I predict Puma too, but in the sense that I think he's just a more solid style. I think Galaxy tries a little bit too many wacky things sometimes. He's tried all kinds of stuff, even dating back to the Season 3 Open tournament, because he didn't qualify through the off-season qualifiers. Back when we said 2 players can qualify for the wild cards and playoffs, 2 players get 2 spots. He beat Finale, and he was doing all kinds of cool stuff: roach drops, mass muta, base trades. But at the same time, that kind of stuff is really hard to pull off against a solid Terran, like a Terran that can play really strong macro, which Puma has been doing. People kind of pegged Puma sort of like Violet back in the day, just super aggressive, kind of a one-trick pony, only doing 1 base stuff or doing 2 base shenanigans. That's not the case anymore. Puma plays heavy macro.
He does indeed. Last time I saw Puma play Terran versus Zerg, it was against TLO. Puma tried to mech. TLO crushed it with some great use of roach drop. But, I don't think that necessarily tells or says anything bad of Puma's play. I just think Tilo was on fire that day. It's going to be Command Center first for Puma, followed up by Gas before Barracks. So I think there's a good chance that we'll see Puma try and do something quasi-aggressive, maybe with some Banshees. And he might even transition that into some mech play. It's not, we know it's been very popular, very common in Korea recently. And I would love to see some more of Puma's mech.
We'll see, because Terrans are kind of flirting with the idea of going to bio again, just because of, Zergs really are favoring for quick infestors. And you can kind of poke back and forth, and your timing on Zerg's third are actually a lot stronger. With mech, you kind of have to just harass them to death, and Zergs are getting better and better at deflecting it. Like, especially like Zergs like Hyun, he's just almost impossible to break sometimes, especially if he's on point and scouting everything. But it is 1 gas too, which makes it very hard to go straight into mech. Usually you double gas, and then you're able to get Hellions, you're able to get Banshees, and you're able to keep a steady flow of units while being able to tech. With 1 gas, you can actually squeeze out a 3rd command center or 2 more barracks. This is a build that Greetorp showed me, the versatility of 1 gas after command center first, where you could poke with actually a significant amount of Marines at the 3rd base. If Galaxy goes for like a 6-7 minute hatchery, it's almost guaranteed to drop if you're able to get a good position.
We'll see if that's what we end up seeing out of either of these guys. Fast 3rd hatch, fast Marine aggression. It is in fact looking like Puma wants to make some Hellions though. Reactor's already almost done. Now the reactor is...
Yeah, he's going to go for a 3rd command center too.
Oh wait, the reactor's actually been done. What am I talking about?
Yeah, the barracks made it.
Yes.
From here, Galaxy has an interesting number of choices too, because he forewent or foregone. He foregone or forewent. He just avoided early Zergling speed.
It's foregoed, Dan.
Foregoed. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I think I'm getting delirious. He just skipped Zergling speed. Foregoed. Says the English major. He doesn't really have a lot of map control to be able to scout things, but now he's going for an early Roach Warren instead. And he's actually not getting a quick 3rd base either. This is very interesting. What is your analysis of the situation, Ben? I
don't have an analysis of the situation, dude. I have no idea what's going on right now.
But I do think that this early Roach poke, if he chooses to really commit to this, Gonna be pretty devastating. Puma's gonna get in here though, pretty uncontested. He's gonna be able to roast drones.
Uh-oh, he's gonna definitely get a couple of drone kills. This is nice play from Puma, very opportune. As all the workers are lining up so much. 9 workers killed already, and
boom, and one last one.
Oh.
Oh, one Hellion says.
The jukes.
I'll meet it with all my friends. Never mind. Meanwhile, Puma scouts roaches, so he's gonna get a second bunker up. Galaxy going for huge aggression. This is what we're talking about, man. Galaxy, one of those guys that just mixes up. He doesn't necessarily go for conventional styles. And because Puma tagged on those barracks after his command center, this is gonna be pretty tricky. He actually needs to get into full Marauder production immediately.
Here come the roaches. There is no, there's a bunker, but not one in front. Not very many Marines out either. This is going to do at least a little bit of damage. Interesting choice by Galaxy to target Marines there. And come on, man, you can kill so many SCVs. Oh, he's waiting for the Zergling follow-up.
Ooh, but the Zerglings are getting very tender from these Hellions kiting, and a Baneling nest has also started.
It's
a Roach
so weird.
Bane
It's like
attack.
Roach Baneling with layer tech behind it, which makes absolutely no sense. And the Queen's coming forward as well. What in the world are you doing? Galaxy's is as useless as we are right now. He's just like, his brain has turned to mush.
He's a couple of drones short of just a complete all-in, man. He has said everything he's got. He says, well, I guess I got to commit everything. 12 Banelings on the way. Maybe the layers to help drop creep so they can speed up his Queens too. Who knows?
Wow, I think that could exactly be what we're seeing. Roach is going to come forward. This first bunker definitely going to go down. Banelings, no, don't crash into the bunker. You're needed on the high ground. Immediately, we just see the lift. Here's the genius of it all. The Queens can shoot the command center.
Yeah, and also the Queens can help buffer some of the range.
This is actually hilarious. He's going to drop creep. He's going to make creep tumors. And Banelings are going to go forward.
Wow.
And kill a couple of SCVs.
This is so interesting.
Or supply depots.
He's just like, he's doing like a light contain on his opponent because Puma can't expand into that area as long as creep's there.
Yep. Puma has 3 command centers and nowhere to put them.
Dude, the party is over, it seems, for Puma.
Puma can't. It's like neither player can really break into each other, but Galaxy.
This is actually so cool to see. I kind of think Galaxy just is wearing a troll face mask.
I feel like Galaxy even blocked his own third hatchery on the third base.
Do you think he's going to connect his creep?
Ben, can he expand here if that creep tumor's here?
No. Nope. Not going to happen. No, Puma's kind of in a weird, bizarre situation where he has to just do an all-in because he can't take his natural. Even if he scans, he's not going to kill all the tumors before it's over.
I would love if Galaxy just started expanding around Puma's half of the map.
This is actually awesome to see. Galaxy, who's like 2-5 in the division right now, or maybe even 1-6, who is basically has no hopes for the playoffs, is trying to rain all over Puma's parade.
Literally, he's trying to creep all over his parade.
It's rain and creep.
And I think the drone's now trying to take a third base, but I think Galaxy can't.
Puma really wants to deal with the creep, but he's just he can't. There's nothing. What can he do? There's not. Finally, Galaxy takes his third. 12-minute, 30-second third, by the way.
Man, there's just like the creep can't go any further, but Galaxy's just putting tumors everywhere. Like it literally can't it can't spread any further, Ben. But he just keeps spreading tumors.
All creeped up, don't know what to do. Command Center's going to try to make its way out to the natural, but it can't land in this goo.
This is it's going to take like 3 scans to kill all these tumors, man.
Puma's trying to drop, but it's all for naught as Galaxy's right in position to deal with it.
This is so awkward. Like this is like, well, man, I'm not expecting this. And now he's going for
there's not even
mutas.
really any energy for scans. is the
hilarious thing. The command center that has energy for scans is the one in the air.
Finally, Puma will kill off the last of these creep tumors. It still takes a full 60 seconds for that creep to recede, though, so it'll be 15 minutes before he has a natural or a third base. Galaxy, in the meantime, has he somehow at 14 minutes he still only has 58 drones, but he has taken a third base.
Clutch is on the set with us, watching and enjoying the games. What do you think so
Gentlemen,
far, man?
what am I watching? I mean, seeing the queens move so slow off creep, but then having overlords properly positioned to drop some creep for them to actually move in and out is a fun mechanic to watch, but honestly, it's just goofy at the same time.
Galaxy is basically my new favorite player.
It's just like he's toying with.
Oh, watch out with your Mewtwo's Galaxy. The really hilarious thing is that I think he's still going to lose.
I think Puma has such a big army now that he's got tanks, and he's only got 10 mutas. He's not like even to do anything. Although the tank's getting caught out of position, Puma leaving the tanks. What is with Terrans and abandoning their tanks today, man?
It's the Strelok way, man.
They're slow and cumbersome, and if they're unsieged, who cares?
I think Galaxy's been able to stall for enough time. Command Center still not landed. It's 15.5 minutes, and Puma still hasn't been able to land
the last of the creep has finally receded. So Puma able to take his natural when his main is mined out. Third base still creeped up.
And
how annoying does that have
and Galaxy starting +2/+2. This is like the weirdest way to ever have Muta, Ling, Bane go into the mid
16 minutes at a time when we're normally seeing the first Brood Lords.
We're seeing like
we're seeing our first expansions.
Puma dropping all his mules onto his natural. He really is just relegated to one base economy.
He's still going to be disappointed while it's third. It's not going to be able to land still because of the creep. That's it's so annoying, but so effective as a Zerg player to halt those expansions.
One thing you got to say about Galaxy is he is not afraid to diversify his play and show us something new. I mean, this is fun, man. These are the kinds of games that you want to see in these tournament settings, and I would love to see Galaxy turn this into a victory. Puma sitting at just 120 supply, 78 of that is army supply. Galaxy a little further along, 164 supply with 90 army supply. Was that all it is? These guys are so close in army supply. I can't believe it.
Puma's able to actually squeeze out a significant amount of units, and he actually has 2-2 before his opponent has 2-2. That's going to give him a really nice, comfortable margin if he still wants to move in here. Muta's trying to harass, and Puma's going to try to push him off. I think now all the shenanigans has been subsided, but there's a huge amount of Roach Bane piling outside to the Terran fourth bend. So here's the first real engagement. I feel like this is like a repeat of what we saw earlier,
Galaxy
except nothing happened.
Mind. No queens with the army, therefore he cannot engage.
Galaxy's double expanding across the map. He's doing anything he wants, man. Literally anything he wants.
Any and everything. It's 69 drones to 48 SCVs. Puma, I'm honestly amazed at how he has managed to stabilize. And like you said, Dan, his upgrades are excellent with good control. Look at this. This is why you don't really want to attack at this phase of the game. Like, Galaxy has done so much right and so much well, but to attack into a 3-base Terran is to attack up ramps into chokes.
But
he doesn't have to do this. Just get your hive, make the Brood Lords.
He's not even taking a fourth in the conventional force spot. He decided to go double.
He's like, to hell with that, man. I've had this base killed by tanks too many times.
Muta's flying over and trying to again harass. Puma trying to move out for drops, but he's not able to do anything. That's the second dropship Mutas have caught. Wow.
It's good timing for Galaxy to go and get that drop up. Especially if Puma
I
went straight
agree,
down.
Clutch. I agree. I think this is a good timing for Galaxy to do anything.
Yeah, pretty much. It's good time. As long as he moves his forces and A moves, he'll be doing just fine.
Puma's up at 177 supply against the now maxed out Galaxy. I mean, Galaxy's creep spread is phenomenal. This game has been refreshing, but I still have serious concerns for when they do finally fight, because this is not a Hive Tech Zerg army, and this is a Terran army that crushes Layer Tech forces. Here we go, big engagement at the third base. Puma's a bit out of position. Tanks are not siege. We are going to see
a disengagement. In fact, wow, so many stimmed bio. Actually pretty weak from that. I guess the excitement of just trying to engage the Zerg army. The sensor tower came up just in the nick of time, Ben. That was actually really clutch. But Puma stimming this army very aggressively, and we can see a Mutiling Banelings should be able to catch him.
Puma, you're going to want to micro that. He's frantically running backwards as those Banelings make a couple of connections supply-wise. It's still very, very even. Galaxy has some commitment issues. He just does not want to take a heads-up fight. Ultralisk Cavern is on the way. His upgrades continuing to just catapult him further and further ahead here. Puma has not started 3-3 yet.
Puma has not, and he's moving down his ramp ever so slowly. 21 minutes and still trying to move out of his third base. The third base is not really protected. One tank pushes back about 100 supply of units. Now Puma is now to move over, and he's like, let's go time that fourth.
Uh-oh, that is so much stemmed bio running down towards Galaxy. He's going to take this as a big opportunity to counterattack, and obviously that much Zerg will crush that little Terran. And this is going to turn into a crazy race, a fitting into what has already been a crazy game. Galaxy's third base is dead. Puma's entire everything else is dead.
But Galaxy also double expanded in preparation. Ben, he knew he'd have to base trade. He expanded to 2 different spots, and he has hatcheries in nice positions to make sure to defend against it. He just has to shut down Terran production, and Puma really can't reinforce, although the Banelings, they're kind of sitting
he's being so careless with his Banelings. He's just crashing them into depots. He's going to need those to ever engage the bio back at home. But looks like some big fungals landed on this army. It's 100 supply to 100 supply. Army supplies. Puma is actually way ahead right now, and neither player can really reinforce. All of the production shut down on either side of the map. Somehow Puma has kind of cleaned up his main. And Galaxy still doesn't have an answer, so after all of this...
Wait, why? Oh, okay, never mind.
After all of this, Galaxy is still dead.
Galaxy set up just like everything perfectly. I guess he wanted to initiate a base trade, but he was not able to hold off against the big brute force of the Terran army.
He does get the best score for creep, though. For sure.
This is absolutely insane. They're both actually dead equal in supply, too.
What a cruel twist of fate here for Galaxy to put on that kind of a show and then still to not quite have enough at the end of things. Puma has stabilized.
The Muta is still going over and trying to tag the orbital commands. There's not that many units back at home for Puma. He's only got a few Marines.
Yeah, but he does have 95 supply. Inside.
But wait, the Marines!
Oh no!
Wow! Oh, that means the Mutas can kill everything.
81 supply of siege tanks. There are 27 Marines out on the map somewhere. Most of them are down in the bottom right, shutting down this expansion. Mutas will come back, and they will find
a bunch of
that shoots up.
In fact, the Infestors! They're able to lost everything. And now the Mutas should be able to clean up everything. These tanks.
Wow, this is not over yet, it seems, as the Mutas will clean up the medevac, but the Marines actually show up just in the nick of time. Marauders really hate this extractor. They will kill it off before the Mutas show them the door.
Okay, so Galaxy's not mining.
Nope. And he actually, I mean, as much as it pains me to say so, he just has nothing. There's no point of stability for Galaxy. Puma's still mining. Puma still has production. Puma's still making units. The production tab tells the tale.
Wait, he has one Infestor. Oh, this Infestor. Oh, he landed. Wait, go. Oh, he's going to get it.
This is impossible! This cannot be happening!
Oh no, Puma, you're really going to lose! Oh man, he lost all his medevacs. That means the Infestors can pop out and still fungal.
Now what's going to happen? 28 Marines against 16 Mutas. Puma still with a really scary army out on the map. And he, again, Dan, he's still producing.
But he can't make medevacs. He doesn't have, if he stims and the Infestors kind of defend, he can still do this. In fact,
Galaxy has no money for a hatchery.
But he's got drones. He can long distance find from his natural to his main. He also has 2 Infestors that just need to build up energy, and now he's working on the production line. Puma can't really make anything. Anything that pops out will die.
This is still an impossible game to call. 26 minutes later with no mining bases. What is going on? Puma's going to bring his Marines back home. Puma should know that if he can just defend an expansion somewhere, that he's got it in the bag.
Yes. Yes, actually, you're right, because he does have the ability to mine. His opponent doesn't. Just needs to deny it. Although Zerg still has all their tech up pretty much. He can still make Infestors as long as, well, he doesn't really have gases.
And 21 drones.
Yes, so his economy, hypothetically, if he gets a hatchery up, will be nice, but he's in the mode of, like, well, I just need to do anything to survive. And he also has great creep spread, so he can see the entire map. And his queen is still spreading creep in the top.
No, are you kidding me right now? Once again,
That's the queen.
Puma's going to be denied an expansion
There's
because
just the beginning of the
The
game.
proest queen of all time.
Oh my gosh.
there needs to be a new stat for creep tumors laid.
This queen's been spreading creep since the beginning, man. And this one Marine.
This queen lays more creep than Rotterdam. Oh! Oh! That just happened.
3 infestors with full energy, Ben. I feel the end is near. I feel like if he can land the fungals, he should be able to get everything. This one queen can even transfuse mutas.
Oh my God! There's a huge fungal, and we're going to have a couple more. A lot of Marines are going to go down. Puma wants to kill off these infestors, has no scans of the Medivacs. Heroes of the day. Both these guys are just scrambling. The third base is covered in creep. Nothing
my
Puma
God.
can do there.
I think he's able to do it. He just needs to get one last fungal. He's gonna just use infested Terrans. Zergie's coming in. He's managed to mine enough just to chase back.
It's gonna come down to
Marines.
this. There's no turrets. There's no units, and Galaxy has given us our most exciting game of the day. The last of Puma's units will be cleaned up, and that's going to be curtains. GG gets called. Galaxy wins game 1. Cloud Kingdom goes to this ridiculous Zerg player. And that match was sponsored by Azo Monitors and Kingston HyperX.
He just stacked his monitors. Ben.
You need to go buy one of each of those things for bringing us that game. That was amazing. Most exciting game of StarCraft I've cast in a very long time. Fantastic, fantastic. That was just a beautiful game.
It was.
From beginning to end, everything about it was fantastic. This is why I love my job.
I want to see. I wish there was a stat for the queens that showed how many creep tumors were dropped on that one specific queen in that one area, because it had to have been around 50 plus, just that one queen.
Whatever it is, she had a big lunch, man, because she was dropping creep tumors.
She was working
She
over.
was like, she had a big load coming out. So.
All right, I gotta take a break, guys. Quick commercial. We'll be back with more StarCraft, possibly our final map of the evening, Puma versus Galaxy Game 2, when we get back.